Topic of this video: how to rest while juggling full-time job and gym. Very important. So that's you, come on, that's you 40 hours per week, 50, 60. That's you 7.5 hours per week, 4 if you're training like a bitch. And why is it important? It's actually like the importance part is applicable to very few people because I'm trying to explain the importance of rest so more people actually take rest from full-time job and the gym. But from what I've seen, it's really applicable to very few people. Most people actually need to work more both in the office and in the gym. So it's really applicable to very few people. In 5 viewers that are watching me consistently, it's unlikely to be you. It's really unlikely to be you. From 5 people that watch me, for this to be applicable to only one person, it has to be applicable to 20% of the population. It's definitely not applicable to 20% of population. But I still do want to emphasize this. So actually drives a faster progress because you are getting more rest. You're giving more rest for your body, and it's more applicable to people when they are trying to lose weight, when they are on a caloric deficit. But what's more important here, they're on a almost like on a nutrient deficit, right? That's the thing. When you're on a bulk, you don't really need to rest that much. I would say maybe take like a week off every second month. But what I was doing, like I'm obsessed with the gym. When I was bulking, I would take few days off during working week every 8th to 10th week, so like roughly every 2.5 months. So I wouldn't go to the gym every 2.5 months, only during working week. Then on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I would still go, but I would have these 2 days in the middle of the working week free. So I would actually just work more because most likely you will have to catch up on some work. And that's the thing. You are having more time for other areas in your life. So I also like to like almost plan this in advance. I don't like to do too much planning because I very often get this paralysis by analysis. But if I know that in 1 month, in a couple of weeks, I will have more busy season because the companies will report their earnings and will have less time, then I see that, oh, I have to do like a week off right now, but in next 2 weeks there will be earning season where I will have to work more, I will have to stay later in the office, then I will push my off week 2 weeks forward, so I have more time then. That makes sense? Makes sense. So I try to like juggle this thing to find mutual benefit. What rest actually is. So there's rest for your body and for your mind, because these things are important when you work full-time job in the office. And for your body, it's very easy. Like literally, just don't go to the gym, don't do any physical activity except like brisk walks. Maybe you can still do some running. I'm not a runner, so can't really say here. But just literally don't go to the gym. I don't even do like this, what they call it, like offload week, when you just train 50% of your regular weight. Man, you will still lose same amount of time going to the gym and training with 50% of your weight as with regular ass weight. So why would you waste your time on this? I don't really get it. I would just not go to the gym and have a full day up to myself. That's the thing. Now, for your mind, so many people don't get it. Like they will start scrolling on social media a lot, watching all this Netflix bullshit, even reading books sometimes. Look, I love reading books, but like for mental relaxation, at least for me, it's not really good because my brain gets intense when I read because I have to follow each line and I always visualize and imagine what I'm reading, and I'm trying to like connect the pieces of the author's idea to my current situation or my past or what I'm imagining my future to be, and it just doesn't really give me much rest. So what I've started doing a year ago is this yoga nidra, right? A guided meditation, basically. When you just either sit on the chair or lay down on the bed, and you're listening to a guided meditation, you're doing small and steady breathing exercises. You close your eyes, and you try to like feel each part of your body, and it's a nice thing. It takes a bit more time because it's not as relaxing for your brain because you're still hearing something, you still have to focus. So recently I switched more to just regular meditation without any guidance. So literally what I do, as soon as I wake up, I put on my clothes, I sit down on the chair, I close my eyes, I lean down, and I just breathe through the nose. I do that for at least 5 minutes daily. And yesterday, as I had a day off, and today I have a day off, I'm feeling in my prime, absolutely blessed. Best feeling ever, to be honest. Um, Yesterday, I've done this meditation for 13 minutes. I stood up from the chair and I was feeling like I got the strongest high ever. Like these last 3-4 seconds when doctors juice you up with some drugs before you are getting to a surgery, and you are just like losing complete all of your senses. You are just, what the hell is going on? That was the feeling I got. And I felt like, wow, in this 13 minutes, my brain got relaxed so much because it's actually the maximization of doing nothing, right? You have to do as little stimulation as possible, no sounds, no visuals, no taste, no smells, nothing, no feelings at all. Like as little stimulation as possible will get you the best relaxation for your brain, because you need your brain to be sharp for office and to actually have willpower to go to the gym, to have willpower to meal prep, to have willpower to stay consistent. You need that shit up. That's a brain. But it looks like a thumbs down. There's no such thing as burnout. It's only under resting. So I realized this, I think, like a year ago. What really burnout is just having not enough rest. And having not enough rest doesn't mean that you have to take a few days off, fly to Thailand, just get drunk, and just I don't know, become a couch potato. Absolutely not. You have to learn how to rest properly. And resting properly is actually this. It's a meditation. It's doing absolutely nothing, like as little stimulus as possible. Sometimes what I do when I work, I just turn around and I stare at the blank wall for 10 minutes. At one point, I just stare at one point in the wall. Don't think anything. I'm not moving. I'm not thinking. I'm just breathing slowly. And I just look at one point. And my wall is absolutely blank. I just look at one point in the middle of the wall. And it is actually a good rest. It is kind of weird. I know most people won't try this, but goddamn, it's really good thing. In terms of getting like a quick short break in the office while you work, I understand you can't just turn around and look at a blank wall for 10 minutes, and you can't just lay on the ground or just sit on the chair and start meditating for 5 minutes, because that would be quite weird. What I've actually tried to do, so I go to the bathroom, which has windows. Most bathrooms have windows, right? I lock myself in the bathroom, I open the window, even when it's cold, and I just breathe very intensely. I just breathe in through my nose as much air as possible, and I do this in like very, very quick, short breaths. I don't quite remember how it's done, because I haven't done it in a long time, but I will have to get back to this. I think You breathe in through the nose as much as possible in 1 second, and you breathe out through your mouth in 2 seconds. That's the thing. And honestly, you don't need that much rest. You don't need that much rest if you're a below 30-year-old. You really need rest, brother. I get comments from so many people that are like, "Oh, I'm burning out. Like, I'm working 40 hours per week. I go to the gym three times per week. I don't even hit legs, but I feel burned out, man." Like, most likely you burn out because you get overstimulated during something that you call a rest. You get all fidgety and stuff. What really gives people burnouts, and that's not something you would think about most, but it's actually multitasking. Because when you multitask, you first of all you get nothing done. It's insane stimulation for your brain and has insane like drag on your mental capacity. These are like three of the worst things. So yeah, multitasking is actually quite bad for you. Don't think that you're I'm like, so good at multitasking. My middle school teacher told me some bullshit that women are much better at multitasking than men. Homo sapiens in general are terrible at multitasking. Like what the fuck? But honestly, you don't need that much rest, man. Um, when you're bulking, as I said, just take few days off every 2.5 months during working week. When you're on a cut, take maybe like every 2 months off days during the working week, and just when you're on a cut, just do a lower volume. When I was on a bulk, I was doing I think like 5 to 6 exercises every session for 5 to 4 sets. I would do mostly 5 sets for each exercise and 4 sets for one exercise. Now I'm not doing more than 3 sets per exercise. And I think in 1 month or so I will even switch to 2 sets, right? And have a week off every 2 months at least. I think I've done 1 week off last month and 1 week off 2 months ago while I'm on a cut, and I actually came back to the gym on a cut, right, on a caloric deficit. 1 week of not going to the gym, I came back to the gym, I was stronger. So I understood like, wow, okay. I always thought that this rest, if the gym is like for pussies and you don't really need this, like just be a man. I really just thought so. But I came back and I was actually stronger than I would otherwise be if I would just kept going. That was a big realization for me. I hope you understand this. So how and when to rest? Basically just explain this. So just summarize it all up. Most important things, right? Rest is having as little mind stimulation as possible. That's for your brain. We're going to discuss this. There's no burnout. There's only under resting. And having too little sleep and having low quality sleep also goes to your under resting. So don't underappreciate a good night's sleep. Don't stay up late in the night. Don't use your phone. Don't use any screens when you're in the bed. Just don't fuck up your sleep, man. Sleep is very important. I just always now put my phone on the sleep mode because some motherfuckers are still calling me during the night and it just pisses the hell out of me. I don't want this. I don't care what the fuck is going on. I don't care if you're dying. Don't call me when it's midnight because I'm having my sleep. If you're in your 20s, you can honestly just push yourself more than you think. If you work 40 hours per week and go to the gym 4 times per week and you want to make progress, you have to step up your game, man. You really have to step up your game, man. If I would work 40 hours per week, I would go to the gym 6 times per week. I would go 6 times. And I would probably, after that, I would go on a walk to collect my 10, 12K steps daily. You can take a rest when you see that you'll have a more busy like a more busy season in your work. I don't know if many jobs have this. I think in finance you have like this quarterly like closings and annual closings when you are doing like audit and all of the stuff. Yeah, of course, just plan for this. Plan for this and understand that you will have to take a few days off the gym. And when you are actually sick or injured. So what happened to me? I remember I once went. Oh my god, I remember this very perfectly. It was Friday. I went to do my usual leg day, and for my leg days, I really like to do this squats with like a weight belt on you. So like this, you put belt on your stomach and you're just doing squats. I came to do on this machine, and there were two girls that were using like fucking 20 kg. I was like, oh my god, I just wanted to kill them because I do like 180 kilos and they do like 20. They're disrespecting the fucking machine. So what I did, I sat down on a leg press. I've done one set and my lower back hurt so much. It hurted so much. It was insane. I thought, okay, it was just the first set. It was feeling like shit because I'm not warmed up properly. Second set will be better. I'm doing second set. My lower back is just screaming. I'm screaming all over the gym. It hurts so much. I stand up and it just hurts so fucking bad. I understand that I strained it. I understand that I just injured my lower back. It hurts so much. I thought, okay, like I can't really do any exercise which involves my lower back now, but I'm already in the gym. What am I gonna leave the gym having just done two sets? No. So I'm doing. So I've done hip thrust for maybe three sets. I've done some leg extension, but I already was feeling like shit. My lower back hurt so much. I hate these girls, and I still see them going to the gym. They piss the hell out of me because of that one situation. So my lower back hurt for I think like solid 10 days. So of course, for solid 10 days, I'm not gonna be like David Goggins type shit and go hit leg press twice harder. No, I took time off from doing leg exercises and doing honestly any exercises which involve your lower back. So it's also pulling exercises. Like when you are doing, let's say, a lat pull down, right? You are still engaging your lower back because you're arching back. But I still went to the gym. I still did pull days. I did my push days. I just switched to exercises which involve as little lower back as possible, and I haven't done leg day for I think like 1.5 week basically. So just be smart about this. If you injure your lower back, it doesn't mean you have to completely become like a jumbo mode. I don't know what it means, jumbo mode. It doesn't mean like you have to completely skip everything, right? It doesn't mean that. So I think that's it, right? So thank you for